So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I want to get into today includes an update on a confirmed upcoming Sony event with what is going to be there, PlayStation Plus news and what's going on there, Death Stranding 2 and what's coming from the sequel that might surprise some people, and the whole DualSense Edge hate situation going on right now. First, what level of PlayStation Plus are you subscribed to? I'm currently subscribed to Premium, as you guys know, but I'll probably drop that to Extra when my service runs out, unless Sony makes it better and actually puts, just a bit of effort into their classics catalog. That's just my situation, of course. What about you guys? What tier of PlayStation Plus are you currently subscribed to? Essential, Extra, or Premium? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, the DualSense Edge hate situation. So recently, Sony released a video discussing the design process that led to the creation of the DualSense Edge or DualSense Pro controller. They revealed that their goal was to keep the same form factor as the current DualSense controller while packing in more features into that same controller. The DualSense Edge has a redesigned set of grips, adds back paddle options from paddles to little domes to suit your comfort, completely removable stick modules to replace if you have any issues, trigger stoppers that allow you to set the limit to your triggers to, increase reaction time, for example, and function keys that allow you to adjust system settings on the fly, along with change your controller profile if you're switching between games. There's a good chunk of functionality here with the controller that's meant to be one that you have for a long time, especially with the removable stick modules. There's a lot of longevity with the controller. The one issue is that Sony has revealed that this controller has moderately less battery life compared to the current DualSense controller, according to Sony. Here's what they said. The DualSense Edge wireless controller's operating time is moderately shorter than the original DualSense wireless controller because we've included many more features within the same form factor and ergonomic design as the original DualSense controller. Now, for me, I haven't really had issues when it comes to battery life on the DualSense controller, the current one, but that's because I have a dock. I put one of the controllers there and the other one on the table ready to play, and when that one's done for, I switch it over. I also don't charge the controller that's on the table, that I leave on the table. I just leave it overnight, pick it up the next day. Again, if the battery finishes, I swap controllers. Of course, the difference with the DualSense Edge is that I only have one of these, so it's not great hearing this expensive controller also has a weaker battery life than the original DualSense controller. And this, of course, blew up a bit across the internet with people stating they won't get it because of the battery life situation. But I'll be honest, I think some of these people weren't going to get the controller already because of the price, which is interesting because looking it up, the DualSense Edge is about $20 more than the Elite Series 2 controller, but the Edge has way more features on there compared to the Elite, and the stick modules alone increase the longevity of the controller compared to the Elite Series 2. I have a buddy who's given up on the Elite Series controllers for third party because of stick drift issues. He's just done with it. I'll see how bad the battery life is with the DualSense Edge when I get it, but the solution there for me is to just put it in the dock when I'm done playing. But of course, that's just me. Not everyone uses a dock station. I'm excited for all the features coming with it, mainly the stick modules, trigger stoppers, and function keys. But of course, let's see how this goes next month. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PlayStation Plus news. Just a quick reminder that the PlayStation Plus Extra and Premium games for December are now live. This list of games includes Far Cry 5, Far Cry Primal, Mortal Shell, Lord of the Rings Shadow of Mordor and Shadow of War, Judgment, Yakuza 6, Like a Dragon, Ridge Racer 2, and a bunch more are now live, ready for you guys to play. There are also a bunch of games leaving the service in January that you might want to finish before then. I'll have the list linked below too. I think it's about 10 or 11 games there, so you might want to check it out in case the game you haven't gotten to play yet might be leaving. But you guys let me know if you're playing any PlayStation Plus games right now or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, Death Stranding 2 news. So this is an update I didn't get around to covering on Monday, but I'll do it now. Recently, Hideo Kojima sat down with Brain Structure Podcast and was asked about Death Stranding 2, stating that it wouldn't be a regular sequel. He said this is a sequel, so it's my second time working with Norman, and the technology has really improved. over the last 3 years. Things that were impossible before are now possible, so we have been really challenging ourselves. And when he was asked about Sam, the main character played by Norman Reedus, of course, and his specific role in Death Stranding 2, Kojima said this: "I can't say much. I believe a lot of people like Sam, and I'm hoping those people return to Death Stranding 2. And in order to appeal to people who didn't play the first one, I've made the game nostalgic, but also new." So he's trying to keep what was special about the first game, but also make it new, is what I'm getting from this. I personally think if we played down a bit of the walking and increased the battles across the land and the horror element of the game, it would bring more people in it. I think that he might actually change the gameplay up in the sequel compared to the original game. The fact that the world is already connected based off what we did in the first game, and the premise of the sequel is, if this was a bad idea, delivery might not be the main focus, because again, you're not going to different places to connect the world. This time is the point of, was this not what we should have done? I'm intrigued to see what Kojima does with the sequel, and I'm excited. And now diving into the final story of the video, an update on Sony's upcoming event. So this was an exciting piece of confirmation for me. We knew that Sony was going to hold their CES event this upcoming January on the 4th, but we didn't know exactly what would be there in terms of PlayStation. We guessed it would involve the PlayStation VR 2, since the headset literally releases the following month, and Sony has given a decent amount of time to the headset last year at CES. We also guessed that the new PlayStation 5 detachable drive model could also be announced there, because, you know, we've been hearing the reports about it being announced soon. One of those has been confirmed. Sony's CES event live stream on YouTube has revealed that PlayStation VR 2 will in fact have presence at the event, with a thumbnail of the event showing off a person using PlayStation VR 2. We don't know how much will be showcased for this event when it comes to PlayStation VR 2, but I would assume a decent amount, since it's in the thumbnail itself. This also doesn't mean they won't show off the new PlayStation 5. That could also be there as well, but the fact that they've confirmed PlayStation VR 2 has me excited to see what they show off. I just simply want someone to use the headset on stage playing a game. That would make me happy. It might not sound like much, but we haven't even been able to get something like that, obviously. I also want announcements, maybe Half-Life Alyx, you know, just throwing a bit of wishful thinking in there. Either way, the event is on January 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern, but you guys let me know if you'll be tuning in to watch CES 2023 or not. Let me know down in the comments below, and if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the After Show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "It's almost break time." Obviously, the holidays are next week. A lot of people are going to take some time off. I'm going to get some good gaming time in. If you're excited for the holidays, destroy the comment section with "It's almost break time," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.